All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Dororo, episode 18.
Yukimaru is on his way.
Yep, he had his whole episode with Junkei.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
And now he is in the water, and there is a shark. There is a shark that is hungry and angry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he is catching up with Dororo.
Yep.
And that's good. Dororo, hope she's doing okay. Yep. But on the other side of things, Tahomaru is on his way as well because there was a sighting of Yukimaru. Yeah. And he's coming with a small army. Yep. Like, not like his bodyguards and him and like a couple of the guys. Like 25 horsemen or something.
Cavalry.
Yeah. Like serious numbers. So that's going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing we have to look forward to. Yukimaru still made his decision. He's he's thinking about the future, but he still doesn't have his leg back. Yeah, he doesn't. So yeah. But as far as what Dororo's situation is, we don't really know because we didn't see much from her or anything from her last episode. So so let's get all the characters and plot lines converging. So without further ado, let's get into it. Dang. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen this exact kind of thing in a story where a shark is beached, and bloodied up in a mess. Like I just think sharks aren't used in many of the stories that I...
For, like, sympathy?
Well, not even sympathy, just used at all.
Sure.
And then, this happened. The eye changed.
Right.
Wait, what?
Are we getting a full-on Sharknado or something?
Well, there's something, not normal about the sharks at the very least. They're probably like
that way. Maybe Yukimaru will get something back, after he kills it. So
hey, possible, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Oh!
It's a dire Jaws. Like, it's not just a shark
evolving.
Anymore. Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's wings?
Well, it's too big to fly. It's just using them as... Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Dang.
I like that it was the... bad leg.
Yep. That's awesome, Yukimaru.
Yep.
Dororo.
But you just had an awesome transformation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, let's have the monster fight right in the beginning. Whoa!
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah! Oh, there you go.
You gotta lock yourself in.
Just anchor yourself in and just start
make sure it doesn't roll over and kill you.
Yeah.
Oh! That was intentional. Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
Oh no, it could hear him. It slapped him specifically away right after he did that. Oh, from the OP almost. Yeah. Oh. That was sweet. My little eye wobble.
Not to kill the demon or anything like that.
Yeah. It took long enough, baka.
Yep.
I had to outswim a shark. I was so freaking awesome, and I didn't want to be awesome. You're supposed to be awesome.
Getting the leg back? Yeah. Oh. All right.
Whoa. Yeah, it's got that classic thing of don't
just go walking into the dungeon.
Yeah, that's a trap clearly on the ground there. Yep. Oh my god! Oh, whoa!
Okay.
That's Tahomaru and his army. That's a lot more than 25 men and horses. Yeah, this is gonna be closer to like 50
this isn't
to
a
75.
small army. This is
like 20 per ship,
You know, if you tricked them into thinking that you guys went into the cave, they could trigger all the traps for you.
Our treasure, you know. Whoa! You guys are too loud! Oh my god! Oh! What? Wait, that was them?
Alright.
Wow. Dang, alright.
Rock beats archery, I guess.
Yeah.
And then arrows. Pin him to the body.
Oh, he's gonna start eating him. No. that would be so. Oh. Oh, dang, they're gonna have to work together. Yeah, this is bad.
I mean, they won't know the treasure's there.
Let's use the bombs.
This cave, it's a gift. A gift to the foes of Tahomaru.
A fake soldier to come in and yeah, that's like Itachi or
wow.
Yeah, that's genius.
Nice.
What? Oh, okay. So it was not for actually using it as a trap. They're just trying to lure them all to one side of the island.
Sure.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of the guards.
Yeah.
Oh, this is both of them.
It didn't work.
Did not work at all.
Maru.
Oh. They're probably all really good at working as a group too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, they do work well in tandem.
I gotta say, the animation here is quite nice.
Oh! Wow, well done!
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, one of his swords is broken now. Crap.
That's bad.
This is not good. Oh, jeez. This is really going wrong. Like,
it is.
Like, I was thinking, they're gonna do some badass stuff here, but it's like, no. Overwhelming numbers and bows alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bows in time like this.
It's an alternate entrance to the... Oh. Oh, that's... Oh my god. And he's dead.
Yep.
Oh, and he leans against it. Oh, rest in peace, Itachi. Nice. I don't know, Dororo. Okay, good. Oh my god, wow.
There is a lot of luck in that small frame.
Oh my god. What? Oh, that hurt.
That is not something you just...
Oh, jeez, he's tough. Oh, nice. All right.
Okay.
Well, their fight continues, and Dororo... Oh. Well.
How did he get those? Like, where did those come from? Oh! He's not gonna throw them, just...
Create a rock slide, yeah. Oh no, oh crap.
Oh, that's bad.
The archer. Okay, they're both there. They're probably gonna get away. Okay, good. It's weird. I don't want the guards to die. Like Tahomaru needs to kind of get his head knocked in for a second, but I kind of like the guards and stuff.
Yeah, same here.
They're good.
How much you want to bet Itachi took the hits that would have hit Dororo?
I 100% believe that's what happened. Oh crap!
Tahomaru's seeing the consequences of his actions, you know?
Oh, man. Oh, wait. They fell in a hole?
Are they in the area with the treasure?
They might be. What?
Wow.
What? You got to see it. Okay, so he is alive.
But he made the decision because he was, he was hurt. He left.
Wow.
Okay.
A lot of death this episode.
Yes.
A lot of near death too.
Yeah.
No. It's crazy as Yukimaru can't see the money.
Well, he can see like materials and stuff, but
yeah, but he doesn't know like.
ちょっと待って。これはその別感情だから。当座の軍資金ってやつだよ。
Yeah.
あ、待ってよ兄貴。
That was good.
Yeah, that was a scare though. Everything went badly so fast.
But you know what I really appreciate about this? Ranged weapons are as terrifying as they should be.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah,
that was the Island Showdown episode where we still even found a way to fit in a demon because apparently, of course, the sharks were possessed by demons. That's why they had names. That's why the one changed its eye and
why they got so big.
Why they had so big, and then this one goes and starts like just tearing into its brother, and then evolves spikes and fins that have like enough muscle to make it walk or waddle. That's some like do not want. Like this is some homebrewed monster right there, Mr. Diem. That's some.
Oh boy. But Dororo and Yukimaru made it out okay, which we figured they would. But pretty much everyone else was kind of on the chopping block. Maybe not Tahomaru and the two bodyguards. They both survived, but
I was genuinely worried for them.
I was and in some ways, like a part of me kind of wishes that the bodyguard died. The one that got hurt.
He might be done though.
He might be done. Like
he might have a spine broken.
Oh yeah. He might have busted the leg or whatever. Like because of how things are in medieval times and things like that. Like this isn't going to be something where you can just take a long rest and it's all over, right?
No,
maybe they'll go for that, but
he might be in a really bad situation, like his like Tahomaru's mom, where it's like you're out for a few months, and if that, it might be worse. You might never be a bodyguard again.
Yeah. And even more importantly, though, Tahomaru knows that he put his life in danger.
Yeah.
Now, granted,
that's his job.
That's his job. He's happy to do so, right? But the idea that there are consequences for your actions, right?
Yeah, consequences for your mistakes, consequences for your successes as well.
Right.
So in this instance, Tahomaru failed horrendously. Failed horribly. He went with an army, a small army, and probably got half of them killed.
Now, granted, could he expect that there would be tons of explosives on the island and
some crazed lunatic that
right and
wanted to kill everything on the island,
and that the one random kid would lean up against a stone thing that would then cause a domino fall that would cause them all to fall and crush however many archers that was. who knows? Luck was not on their side.
Dororo's lucky, yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. We start off this episode with the shark showdown, and that was terrifying and gruesome and horrifying, but then...
And well animated.
Yeah, very well animated. But we also had some flashbacks for the guy.
Yeah.
And we got to see, how he lost his mother, and how he lost his grip on reality, how he lost his grip on his sanity, and, had to do what he had to do to survive. But the fact that in the way that the demons possess the sharks, if you will, or if there's just shark demons or what have you, they were still his family. Even if they were demons, they were still
everything he had. Yeah.
So he decides to kill himself and everyone else as that he can as a form of retribution. And I think we can mirror that to the point that the show is trying to bring up, that Hyakimaru, your life, your existence, your acts that you do is trying to bring your body back to its original state, is bringing calamity and consequences to others who are innocent.
Yep.
For the most part. And that's interesting. That's a pervading theme now that was in this episode, but also over the course of the show, that the actions by people that might have good intentions or bad intentions or just their own selfish intentions have consequences to those that are surrounding them that have nothing to do with it. So, what Itachi wants, what the guy, I don't know, the brother of Jiromaru, what he wants, what Hyakimaru wants, what Dororo wants, what Tahomaru wants, what Daigo wants.
Yep. What the two bodyguards want,
Yeah.
Yep.
Taking those actions have consequences that are not always obvious, not ones that you get even initial feedback on. And that's part of, I'd say, the beauty of how connected humanity is that your little good, no big deal things can have huge rippling consequences in the positive.
Right.
But just as much so, the things that are maybe done without much thought or care put into it can have a rippling negative consequence that, might have been well-intentioned. Like, it might have been I'm just trying to get my original body back. Like, it's not bad for me to do that, right?
Right.
No, it's not.
This place was in a bad situation before anyways. It's, it's not my fault that it will be in that situation after,
Yeah, but it's not, and then it's just not about blame.
Right.
It's just the fact that there are then innocent people caught up in the midst of this.
Yep.
And from the perspective of those who might not be, completely in the right with the bodyguards and stuff, the way they see it, who cares? This is the reality we live in now.
There's a causal relationship here, and we can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Well, and speaking of people getting caught up in things, so Tahomaru and his army went here for Hyakimaru. When they saw Itachi and his band of people, they had no idea who they were. They didn't ask questions. Tahomaru said, "We're going to kill anyone that basically threatens the peace of our people." Right? Hey, I mean, defend your citizens, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now Itachi would have probably ended up causing trouble, but he didn't know that. Tahomaru didn't know that, right? It's just open fire, kill him, kill everybody.
Shoot first, ask questions later. Yeah.
Anyone who's here is clearly a threat, so
kill them all. Yeah.
Kill everyone.
Yep.
I if anything, there was a part of me that wanted to have some point where they basically, now granted, they've seen Dororo before. And they know that Dororo is an associate of Hyakimaru. But I almost would have loved for there to be something of anyone.
Oh.
Even a kid.
Right.
Because with Hyakimaru, he's a twin blade wielding badass that, can take on whole groups of guys by himself, right? So fighting him, you don't necessarily feel bad if you end up actually killing him, right? Because it's like, hey, I didn't know if I was going to survive, so the fact that I managed to beat you, okay, I'll take that win, right? But for a little kid,
they don't question Tahomaru. They don't.
There was a part of me that was almost wondering if there was going to be a point where the archer bodyguard would like have a shot on Dororo,
like spy Dororo.
Spy Dororo, and be like, you know, and have to make that decision.
Yeah, thankfully she never did.
Right.
Like, if anything, Dororo was so separate from Yukimaru the whole time. That she was more worried about protecting Tahomaru.
Sure.
So much so that she was the only one that did any, I would say, real damage to
Yukimaru.
Oh wait, no. Hyogo got a huge bludgeoning hit, like square in the chest.
Yeah, like okay, so
when
when I see the weapon that he has, I'm like, there's a reason that weapon went out of style, shall we say, right? Because you shouldn't be able to hit anything.
Yeah,
exactly. It's
that's
slow
a siege weapon.
Right, exactly. And speed is like that's a terrifying weapon, but as far as an effective weapon when the
in a one-on-one fight,
like in a battle where people aren't necessarily paying attention to you and you can hit someone that's busy fighting someone else, sure. Yeah. But but if you do hit someone,
they should have their everything break.
Because we are squishy meat sacks with little sticks to give us structure. So
Hyakimaru took that hit like a proper anime protagonist and went back, but
it's sort of the blunt force trauma be damned kind of a thing, where it's
exactly.
like,
you have to cut them.
Exactly.
That's why the arrow was so devastating. I was worried because I thought that this was potentially going to be a plot point. Was that who's to say what's on those arrows?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Who's to say those arrows aren't coated poisoned in something that's going to be a paralyzer or some kind of nerve agent or whatever?
I thought
some kind of basic poison even.
I thought they were going to shoot Hyakimaru like in the shoulder because it was like a bit out of the edge of the tree, but instead the arrow just went right through the tree.
Well, there was already a hole in the tree from something else. And it wasn't a hole that went all the way through, but it was like a divot that went through to like a thin part of the tree.
Sure.
And the draw pull on those bows has got to be strong enough to be able to send them that distance with accuracy. So being able to pierce the tree, that seems relatively doable if it's super thin at a point. So
especially if like
it's basically just a wooden shield at that point, right?
And and wooden shields.
Unless they're
let's just say there was a reason you would hold it out here rather than right here.
Right. Okay. Hyakimaru has a couple really great fights here. Itachi ends up getting redeemed by via basic convenience of having to work together due to the existence of a greater third-party threat.
The idea that he didn't change as a person really, but it was revealed that throughout it all, even though his greed does take priority, he still does care about Dororo.
He does, yeah. That's good.
Maybe he felt bad about the fact that he didn't help them, when Dororo's mom was still alive, and things like that.
Yeah. Tahomaru seems like he's going to be getting a little bit of a slapping or a smacking around when he gets back home.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
I am interested for a little bit of a Zuko moment here, because here's the thing: if Tahomaru comes home and Daigo is either angry or in panic mode, meaning that things are getting worse and you still failed, so either I'm angry at you or I'm afraid for everything else here, I would love to see either Tahomaru make a rash decision or Daigo make a rash decision, and either one of them basically doing the let's double down and try to fix this with some spiritual shenanigans.
Well,
and regardless of who's the one that does it, who's gonna suffer the most is the one who's been the praying third party of this family.
Well, I mean, she's as good as dead, like practically.
But the wackier, even crazier theory is that if it's Daigo that does it, what if he does it to Tahomaru?
Right.
Now, I don't think he would do it because he's his heir.
Right. But if it's one of those things where it's like, give us what you value most, other than yourself, kind of a thing.
What if they demand Tahomaru, and that's how the family collapse in on itself? Like it doesn't need Hyakimaru doesn't need to go there and kill them.
Right.
He basically just shows up, and they're all already dead.
Right.
Like Daigo has fallen on his own sword.
The knowledge of his existence basically tears them apart.
Well, basically, just the actions they end up tearing themselves apart. Like they sacrifice Tahomaru. Daigo. Either Daigo is panicking, he's realizing this isn't going to work. He's like, you must give me a son. And she's like, no, I won't. Then he strangles her to death and then falls on his own sword. I'm talking really
I don't
tragedy.
Think,
all just.
I don't think it would get to the point where he would think about another son because he's old enough. Like Tahomaru, in a sense, from Daigo's perspective, is basically his chief investment. Yeah. Because it's taken, 15, 20 years or whatever to get him to this point.
Yeah. Hence why I think it will probably be the mom that gets sacrificed, if anything.
But a way that they could have Daigo turn on Tahomaru is depending on what kind of story's told. So here's the thing.
Sure.
Let's say he gets back and it's like, okay, 4 out of the 7 ships are gone, or at least we left them there because we didn't have enough.
5 ships, though.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we lost half our forces or something, right? We lost a lot of men. No results. Now that's bad. That's bad on its own. But Daigo might be understanding of, okay, well, we weren't expecting, explosives to blow up the mountain and things like that, right? It's just one of those horrible things that happen and you can't see it coming, right?
Right.
Maybe it's they pass it off as, oh, it's because of Hyakimaru defeating the demons and blah blah blah, landslide happened, but if Daigo figures out that Tahomaru turned back because one of his bodyguards was in danger when Hyakimaru was theoretically within his grasp, he might not like that. He might
I see.
question Tahomaru's resolve.
Which is what the one bodyguard said, that he has far more than you, Hyakimaru.
Yeah, and that is definitely something where I could see it being a wedge that causes them to be turned on each other.
Yeah, we still have 4 episodes after 4
episodes,
so
which isn't that much.
It's not that many, but I could see them still taking 2 episodes to bring up anything of that magnitude.
One of the things that I'm curious about is, will Hyakimaru's body be fully restored by the end of this? Because he still doesn't have his arms and he is missing a leg. So
I could see it being all but one thing. But
and then he keeps the loss of the leg, or whatever as a reminder.
Well, I think part of the tragedy of this whole story is going to be when he gets his eyesight back. There's going to be something dramatic that he sees with his eyes for the first time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't have his eyes.
Really dark and disturbing.
Yeah. Okay. So I do think that he's going to get his eyes back by the end of this show,
yeah.
because the limbs they've figured out a way to get by without them.
Right.
Even if medical science and engineering be damned.
Yep.
But the eyes, they can do a lot with the eyes.
Yeah, they can do a lot with that that moment where he'll get his eyes back and he'll see something.
Yeah, like maybe he gets his eyes back and he sees his dead mother.
Yikes.
Yeah. Animation was amazing this episode.
Yeah, this was a very visually pleasing episode,
especially compared to the previous few episodes.
Sound design was also kind of really a standout thing, with all the different combat things happening at once, and then dealing with the creature sounds of the shark and
the explosions and
there was a lot going on in this episode, and it felt like they took their time to make sure it felt good, it looked good, and the music kept things very, very tense. I loved the sweet moment though where Hyakimaru comes back and does the little cup the hands and forehead to forehead. That is the most sweet, adorable thing. And poor Dororo has just been literally exposed between a bunch of grown men and then just tied up in a tree. She's scared to death. And then this guy comes up and gets really intimate, and she's just like, hey, what the? Oh, okay. That warmed my heart.
The cockles of your heart.
Yeah, because I was just like, oh, like she's been through a traumatic last 24 hours, and then this guy comes by, he's like, hey, I came for you. And you made the thing of, yes, exactly, it came for you, not for the demon, not for any of this other stuff, it came for you. And it's like, hey, took you long enough.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I had a rough time while you were, gone.
Yeah, what's your deal? Being all like,
I would love to see what that looked like in the manga, because granted, this is a remake of the 50th anniversary of the previous anime and all that stuff. But I get the feeling that this scene would have happened in the manga as well, like because there'd be
I don't think it's a remake of an anime.
Yeah, there was another anime. Yeah.
You sure?
Yep. It was like the tale of Yukimaru and Dororo or something like that.
Okay.
They used some very similar like character design style stuff in the first OP.
Gotcha.
But like because let's just say I have a positive association with the forehead to forehead shots in manga. So
yes.
Yeah. Cool, and I can imagine that would have looked just awesome.
Cool.
But yeah.
But that's Dororo episode 18, y'all. We got 4 episodes left.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to figure out something to replace this soon.
We will.
So that's gonna be a thing. But y'all, if you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion to this show right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about these stories, about anime in general. You can also get involved in our the Discord. It's got all that stuff there. Repeating myself. Outros are hard. You can also talk with Jacob about the book he wrote.
Yes, because you clearly haven't heard about this before. But I wrote a sci-fi novel. It's called Battle Lines. Links in the description to Amazon where you can buy it. Reviews on there. Check them out. Leave a review if you get it.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.